Hey, happy Marketing Monday. Happy Monday. I hope that you all are doing well on today. Listen, I am Torri Hammond, your certified business coach and your Meta certified marketing digital associate. And this is Marketing Monday. I am so glad that you could join me today for Marketing Monday. I'm excited about our topic on today. We're going to talk about social media do's and don'ts. I'm going to give you about 10 to 12 do's to don'ts around posting on social media, and we're going to get it in on today. But nevertheless, welcome to the live. As you are coming on the live, don't be shy, say hi. I just want to say hello to all of my YouTube followers. Hello. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Keep up with your girl as I share marketing tips on every Monday. If you are in the Mavens group and you're seeing this, hey Mavens, hope that you are doing well. If you hadn't had an opportunity to join the Mavens group, make sure that you pop over and do that right now. And for those of you who are on my Facebook page, hey, how you be? Listen, what up, fam? And we're getting ready to have a good Marketing Monday. What I want you to know about, Marketing Mondays, it's a good day for you to market your business. It's a time for us to network together as we go and grow as business owners. You guys know how important that is to me. Growing is everything. I hope that you guys have my book, Go and Grow, 10 Key Points That Every Entrepreneur Should Know in Order to Win. But nevertheless, pop your business in the comments. Let us know who you are and how you serve as you move in business. All right. Let's get into these do's and don'ts. I want you to know that I am here for all your comments, all your questions, all your concerns, all your ahas. And so pop them in the comments as we move through the do's and don'ts. I have my notes here. And so we're going to talk about some of the best practices for posting on Facebook as we are marketing our business. And so we're going to get into these do's and don'ts. All right. The first one is about creating valuable content. All right, guys. Our content is king, and our content is what steers the way. It's what, gets people to knowing us. All right. And so this is what you do. You focus on creating content that provides value to your audience, as well as understanding that this could be educational, entertaining, or inspirational. All right. Let's make sure in our doing that we consider what your audience needs or what problems can you solve. All right. All right. Now, that is the do. Now, let's get into the don'ts. All right. Avoid posting just for the sake of staying active. You want to be intentional about each and every one of your posts. Remember, everything we do must have purpose. If your content doesn't offer value, it can turn people away instead of drawing them closer to you. All right. And so remember, the purpose of our content is to cause people to understand what it is that we're selling, what it is that we stand for, what it is that we're trying to teach, what it is that we're trying to get them to learn, right? What it is that we're trying to get them to understand. Remember, our content must have purpose. All right. That was number one. All right. Create valuable content. Number two is going to be, how do you engage with your audience? All right. Everybody knows this. I hope you do. Social media is social. I tell entrepreneurs this all the time when they don't really feel or understand how important it is for you to maintain your social media. It's social media. Listen, social is social. And so we've got to learn how to engage with our audience. All right. And so here's what we do. All right. We have to encourage interaction. This is important by asking questions and responding, to comments and showing appreciation, not just appreciation, but also showing that you're there and you're attentive, and understanding that engagement is what builds loyal followers. All right. Here's what you don't do. You don't ignore your audience. Come on now, by not responding to messages or comments, because this can make your audience feel unimportant. All right. Also, your algorithm is watching. All right. Number three. All right. Consistency is key, right? Consistency is key. Consistency is what wins the race. When you think about what separates you from the next, it's consistency. So here's what you do. All right. You post consistently to keep your audience engaged and to keep yourself, in the know. All right. And so you have to get a schedule. So whether it's weekly, daily, if it's bi-weekly, not so much. You want to make sure that you maintain a level of consistency. Here's what you don't do. You don't post sporadically. All right. You want to make sure that you're not overwhelming your audience as well, because posting too often can somewhat overwhelm people, right? And you don't want them to just disregard you. You want to make sure that they stop because they're interested in what you're posting. All right. So let's keep that in mind as we think about our content. All right. Number 4, let's think about our visuals. What are we showing people? What do our visuals look like? All right. This is important. All right. And so we've got to understand that our selfies are not always what we need. How many of you understand that it may be time for a photo shoot? Intentionality. And so you got to make sure that your content is engaging. It has to be things that people like to share. All right. You also want to make sure that you stay on brand, stay on who you are, right? You want to make sure that your visuals reflect the story that you're trying to tell. This is major when it comes to thinking about how you want to reach people. Storytelling is major, and you can do that through visuals. All right. You can always keep them abreast of what you have going on and still tell the story of your brand, because your values should align. And so people should be able to feel your values even through your visuals. All right. Here's what you don't do. You don't post blurry photos. You don't post poorly lit photos or photos that are totally irrelevant and also low quality and super unprofessional. All right. And so let's mind our backdrops and our backgrounds. All right. Let's just begin to be a little bit more intentional. All right. Number 5. This is major. Be authentic and transparent. All right. In your authenticity comes your tribe. All right. Here we go. You want to share real stories, behind the scenes content, and personal experiences, right? You want to make sure that you are resonating with people. We talked about this before, the know, like, trust factor. In your authenticity, you speed up that process. They get to know you, they like you, they trust you, and then there. All right. Here's what you don't do. You don't try to be something or someone that you're not. It's hard after a while to keep up with the facade. And people can discern. They can see straight through it, right? And they can understand that if you are real, and then if you back up to the consistency, that also plays a part in your authenticity. If you say you're going to show up for them, then you need to show up for them on a consistent basis. All right. Number 6, you want to make sure that you are optimizing for the platform that you're using. This is important because everything doesn't show up the same on every platform. I'm not saying that you can't chew a piece of content, because I tell entrepreneurs to do this all the time. What I'm saying is you want to make sure that you optimize it for each platform. All right. So here's what you do. You tailor your content for where you're posting. Instagram has a different vibe, right? Facebook has a different vibe. TikTok, wherever you are, YouTube, wherever you are, the vibes are different, right? And so you want to make sure that you are optimizing for each platform, right? And so adjust your message, your format, your hashtags, all right? Your size of your photos, right? Your ratio of your photos, how you kind of like, this doesn't work for Instagram. Like you got to be like a box for Instagram. And don't forget, Instagram has that option where you can hit and it'll fan out or fan back in, fan out or fan back in. That's a part of optimizing. All right. Make sure you do it. Don't post the same content across all platforms without adjusting it for each one. This can lead to lower engagement, and it really can. And what I love is that when you are in your Facebook back office, for those of you who schedule your posts, for those of you who go back there in that business situation, get yourself together. If you put a picture in there and you are, and your Instagram is connected to your Facebook, it will automatically tell you that your ratio is off, and it will give you the opportunity to crop based upon where it's going to be posted. And so again, it's going to look different on Facebook than it does on Instagram. So this is important when you're not using tools of that nature and you're doing it on your own. You don't want cut off pictures in your Instagram. You don't want to have to scoot your flyer back and forth and up and down so that people can understand. Like put it in your stories, right? It'll show up better in your stories than it would on your in your timeline. All right. And so all these things matter. All right. Monitor and adapt. Listen. All right. Regularly check your analytics to see what's working and what's not working. We talked about this in past Marketing Monday. If you don't know much about your analytics, find that Marketing Monday and kind of tap into it so you can understand, right? Because this information allows you to create strategy, all right? And when you are seriously marketing your business, you need a strategy, all right? Don't ignore the data. This is what you do not do. You do not ignore the data, all right? We talked about this in the previous, your likes, your shares, right? We talked about your reach, all right? And we talked about many different things that kind of show you how to monitor and adapt. So make sure you go back and you watch that Marketing Monday. I think that was Monday before last, all right? And listen, all these videos are on our YouTube channel. Boop, 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 boop. And so if you need to go back and watch that Marketing Monday, just head over to our YouTube channel, all right? So again, don't ignore the data, all right? You've got to be able to see it and adjust, right? And adapt so that your efforts won't be wasted, all right, as you move. All right, number 8, respect the time of your audience. Respect the time of your audience. And also you want to make sure that you are keeping your post concise and to the point, even your lives, right? Because people's attention spans are really short. And you want to make sure that they are able to understand what you're trying to say and be able to digest it in a good time frame. All right. And so you want to respect your audience's time. I used to get on live and man, I used to just kind of do an airspace. And you have to remember that that airspace is there even for the replay. And you can lose people in the airspace. You gotta understand that even when you're going live, even though nobody is there, you just need to start because you gotta remember the people who are coming for the replay. If you want to fluff in the beginning of your live, then have something to fluff about until you get into the meat of your message. All right. But you got to respect your audience's time. And a lot of this comes from your analytics. Your analytics will show you how long somebody watches your video. You can go back to your lives and see how your viewer, how long your viewer stayed on the live, like what's the longest running time. This will help you again to monitor and adapt. All right. And so respect the time. All right. And so don't overload your audience. This is your don't overload your audience with a long-winded post. Man, listen, people don't read. All right. And so you kind of want to, you kind of want to keep it. I mean, you want to give valuable information, but you don't want them to click on see more and it's right. All right. And so if something needs to be explained, don't do it in a long post. Do it in a video. All right. And remember, let's keep those lives intentional. All right. Number 9, stay on brand. Stay on brand. Say it. Stay on brand. Stay on brand. Say it. Stay on brand. I see people do this from time to time. They go off brand. You want to make sure that you stay on brand. Everything must have your brand voice, your brand message, and your brand values. And to consistently do that helps you to form your brand identity, and not just to form your brand identity, but to allow people to know who you are, right? You want to make sure that you are wearing your logo. You want to make sure that you are using your constant colors and your isms and schisms that go along with your brand, because again, it helps to build your identity. What you don't want to do is post off-branded content. And sometimes in your give, ask, you may go a little off-brand, but you should know how to bring it full circle back to your brand values, right? So even if you go off-brand, let it stay within your values so that you can bring it full circle, bring it right back, all right? And also, you don't want to confuse your audience with an inconsistent message. And so this is why you need to stay in your lane, right? I know you might want to rant about something. Do that on your personal side of things. Don't do that on your business side of things, because you do not want to confuse or weaken your brand's impact by your ranting. All right. Number 10, this is going to be our final. We're just going to do 10. Use your hashtags wisely. Use your hashtag wisely. All right. Make sure that you are, this is your do, use relevant hashtags to increase your posts. You want to make sure that you land where you want to land. You want to research popular hashtags And you want to make sure that you are being intentional about what you're doing, meaning brushing my teeth, hashtag brushing my teeth, hashtag I love teeth, hashtag white teeth, hashtag Gap, Team Gap, hashtag beautiful smile, hashtag pearly whites, hashtag, right? I keep going on and on and on, right? You want to make sure that you are researching and that you are using situation-based hashtags, industry-based hashtags where you're posting. Don't overuse your hashtags, right? And you don't want to overuse them in a way where you get spammed or use them on things that are unprofessional. You don't want to do that either, because remember, it leads back to somewhere. And you want to make sure that you are always using your personal hashtag. If you don't have a personal hashtag, you need to get one. If you are watching and you do have a personal hashtag, come on, let's pop those personal hashtags in the comments. Come on, get over to the comments and tell us what your personal hashtag is so we can click it, so we can see who you are all about. Hashtag BASHD. Yes. Hashtag Sassy Hair Care. Hashtag Sassy Hair Care Products. Hashtag marketing maven, MAVIN. All right. Hashtag marketable stylist. Come on. What are your hashtags? Yeah. Listen, hashtag Coach Torri Hammond. Come on. What are your personal hashtags? I can go on and on and on. And you want to make sure that you're using them and intentionally using them, because they point you to somewhere, right? They point you to somewhere. I even have a personal hashtag for my family. Hashtag them Hammonds. Listen. So what are your personal hashtags? I'm getting ready to roll out a new one. I'm going to do us Hammonds for me and my kids. And so I'm going to roll out another one. But nevertheless, it definitely helps you to tap into just creating that space for yourself or for your business. And also, when you are using them, it puts you in the eyes of the people that are watching. On Instagram, you can actually follow a hashtag. Yeah. On Instagram, you can actually follow a hashtag when it has generated a lot of foot traffic. Instagram will allow you to follow a hashtag. And so you want to make sure that you use your hashtags wisely. All right. So these are some good practices and some do's and don'ts around posting on Facebook and social media. Man, this is fun. All right. How many of you got some information that you can use? Let me see it in the comments. And also, I want to make sure that you head over to mavensandmarketing.com. If you don't have your Go and Grow book, make sure you go over there and get it. All right. Make sure that you are getting your free downloads, your free digital downloads that are there, as well as our digital social media content planner. Listen, everyone needs the digital social media content planner. If you need a way to keep up with posting, a place to store your ideas, and get some consistency under your feet, get the digital planner. All right. All right. All right, guys. Remember, there are 3 ways that you can work with me. If you need me, I am here. All right. You can definitely utilize me as your social media manager. All right. I will do content created graphics for you, and I will post for you daily. All right. I will create content as we work together to strategize a great way to market your business. Or that's one way. That is the one-on-one way. All right. There's another way where we can get together and I can help you to create 30 days of content. If you are marketing something, book, product, class, something like that, we can get you 30 days of content where you are able to market that thing for 30 days. All right. And then the last way is we can do a social media audit. You know, there are times where you fall short because of lack of knowledge, and not just because of that, it's a lack of utilizing your resources. And sometimes we don't use our social media's networks into its entirety. All right. And so I will audit your Facebook or your Instagram, tell you what is missing, tell you what you need. I can tell you if you have a cohesive brand feel. It's just different things that can come out of the social media audit. All right. And so if you need me, call me. If you need me, make sure that you get at me. All right. We can get together. We can do a quick consultation. We can see if we are right for one another. All right. And so thank you so much for tuning in on this Marketing Monday. I am Torri Hammond, your certified business coach, your Meta certified digital marketing associate. And I hope that you have enjoyed this Marketing Monday. All right, guys. And so I will see you guys next Monday. And until next time.